All right, hello. So, as you can see behind me, I got these shelves and I'm finally finishing them up. Got my ladder there, putting them all the way up to the ceiling. And in doing so, I thought this would be a good time to show you some of my books. In particular, I'm going to focus on the novelizations of video games. Now, admittedly, I haven't read most of these, but I don't feel too bad because I picked them up used for anywhere from $1 to $3. I don't think I spent $3 on more than $3 on any of them. So here we go. Let's take a look. All right, so here we go. Is my collection of video game novelizations. So let's go through this a little bit. So they're not. I grouped them by title, obviously by game, but they're not in any real order. So we're starting off with my Gears of War books. And this is only one of two that are hardcover I've got. The rest of them are then uh, paperbacks, but some of them are a little larger. So then we got Gears of War, then we have God of War, then we have Battlefield 3, which I didn't had no idea they did a novelization of that, and then Brothers in Arms. So both of those are kind of military, kind of interesting. Then we have Hellgate London. Hellgate London was a game put out, I believe, by people that used to work for Blizzard, and the game itself kind of failed. I think it got bought by a Korean company, and it might still be around in some way. So then we have a couple old school Baldur's Gate, which is interesting because it's based off a game which is based off of Dungeons and Dragons. Then we have Wizardry, we have Might and Magic, Gauntlet. I had no idea there was a Gauntlet book. Dragon Age. Then we have RuneScape. These are really thick books for such a game with such low poly graphics. I guess I shouldn't judge. A couple Myst, a couple EverQuest. This Judge Dredd versus Death is another interesting one because it's based on a game which is based on a comic book. Then we have, speaking of comic books, we have a couple novels by Peter David. Peter David has written a ton of comic books, most notably The Hulk, but also tons of books, lots of novelizations. Then we have Mech Warriors, another one that's based off a game which was based off a tabletop. Then we have a couple Eve Online, another big boy here. So then we have a couple more interesting ones, Star Trek Online and Star Wars Galaxies. So they're books based on MMOs, based on movies or TV shows, which also have a huge line of books. So, but these books are separate apparently. Got Hitman, we got Perfect Dark Zero, Resistance, The Gathering Storm. Then we have Brute Force. Everybody remembers Brute Force, right? No? What? I think I've got another one later. I think Microsoft may have made a deal to like promote the original Xbox. And then we have the Tom Clancy books, tons and tons of Tom Clancy books. I'm sure there are more. Then we get to Focus. We got Command and Conquer on here, starting off the second row. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, which, if you've never played, it's kind of, civilization in space. And so there's another Xbox original game, Crimson Skies. Then we have Diablo. Then I guess I do have three hardcovers. So this is World of Warcraft. That's a recent pickup. Then we got a number of Warcraft books. You'll notice I have 2 and 3. I don't have number 1. Oh well. We got a number of StarCraft books. I do have 1, 2, and 3 of those. Then, keeping with sci-fi, I've got some Mass Effect books. And a number of Halo books. And here is the other hardcover I was referring to. So they're both by Microsoft, but I know this is by Tor. And this is by Gallery Books. So I thought maybe they're part of the same deal, but they're not. I actually kind of want to read those because they're by Greg Bear. He's a noted sci-fi author. Some of these you'll notice are kind of worst for wear. Couple Doom books. So there's a third of these original books. And then this, I believe, this is actually belongs in another pile. It's the novelization of the movie. Then we have a couple of Descent books, which I didn't know that existed. Guild Wars. And then a few Resident Evil books. I don't have number 1. I've got 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I got some older ones. The Dig was an old LucasArts game. Planetfall. Rebel Moon. I didn't even know Rebel Moon was actually like a game. That's how old it is. When some Wing Commander books. Then really old school Zork. These are like choose your own adventure books. Then to wrap it up, we have a City of Heroes book. I enjoyed playing that game, and I knew there were some comic books, but apparently they tried to do some novels. Then I got a few Assassin's Creed books, and ending it with Tomb Raider. I say ending it, but like I said, I don't really read most of these. So before I started using Goodreads to keep track of them, I ended up buying duplicates. So these 4 are duplicates. I did not pay $5.97 for that. And then we also have here, and so the Doom really belongs with this one. We have novelizations of movies based on games, and I have 2 of those. So we got a couple Mortal Kombat ones. We got Resident Evil and Need for Speed. So there you go. There is my little collection of books based on video games. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to end the video now, so you know what I got to do. Like and subscribe, hit that bell. See you next time.